5 ways to increase the ROI of your Facebook ads. It doesn't matter how good your ads dashboard looks. The most important thing is about how much revenue and, more importantly, how much profit is coming in to your business from your Facebook ads. If they're not bringing in revenue, and even more importantly, they're not making profit, then we do not have ads that are actually scaling your business. We're just saying that we've got Facebook ads and we're a scaling coach and we've got a great ads dashboard and all of those good things. But the most important thing is, are we bringing revenue? Are we bringing profitability? I'm going to show you 5 things inside this video that most coaches do not know exist. Even people that have been running ads for anywhere near the amount of time that I have, which is 13 years, most coaches do not have a clue that any of these things exist, and they're massively important in increasing the ROI of your Facebook ads. So let's dive in to those 5 right now. Now, first off, before we dive in, I am, in a dark dungeon in the back room right now, recording this because my wee man, as it stands at the moment, is probably, with the way that he's looking right now, probably about 20 minutes away from waking up, and I'm waiting for the 11 p.m. feed. So that's why I'm recording this right now, making the most of the time. And second of all, my voice is a bit raspy, but I just flew from New York to Glasgow to do a 2-day event with over 100 of our private coaching clients in Glasgow, and then I went straight back on a plane at 9 a.m. the next morning to fly back and spend a lot of time with my wife and 7-week-old. But anyway, diving into the 5 ways, and we've got many ways, but 5 really key ways to increase the ROI of your Facebook ads. Number 1, and like I said, you're probably not going to have seen all of these before, or maybe any of these before. Number 1 is actually to change your profile picture. Okay, on your Facebook business page, you run your ads from a Facebook business page. You can run ads on Instagram without having an Instagram page, but you can't do it the other way around. So if you're running Facebook ads or Instagram ads, you need a Facebook business page, even if it's got only 1 like and it's you or your mum or your dad or your partner or whoever it may be, you need a Facebook business page. Now, I see this, people get this wrong all the time, especially if they're in the health, fitness and wellness space. Coaches get it wrong all the time, and they have terrible profile pictures. And that profile picture is one of the very, very few ways that somebody can try and connect with who is actually running this ad. Because the image might look good, as in the image for the advert or the video, or even the copy, or what the thing is that you're selling or asking people to come and be a part of. But it's actually very difficult to connect with you as a human being without looking at the name of the business page and also the profile picture. Now, the profile picture is quite small, so that lends itself to a couple of things that we can take into account here to maximize how this profile picture can change results. Now, just so you know, I haven't just seen that this affects results. I've seen coaches who have completely wrong profile pictures. I'll show you a couple of examples in a second here. And on the contrary, when I've gone in and I've said, right, your ads are just not flying whatsoever right now, and we know this system works, we know this ad copy works, we know these images work, and everything in between. All you need to do is go and change your profile picture, because, and usually it's when somebody is, for instance, I mean, it comes in loads of different formats, but for instance here, it can come in the format of somebody who is a male personal trainer who's done physique shows before, and they're not only zoomed out, so there's no connection, because in that small profile picture, nobody can see the face, but furthermore, they're cluttered and tan, they are tops off, they're ripped to the bone, they're maybe even looking angrily at the camera in some sort of intense way, and it's very difficult to connect with people. Furthermore, when that type of person or that type of coach is trying to sell to, women over 35, I'm doing a weight loss challenge for women over 35, and they're a professional bodybuilder. There's nothing wrong with that, and we have lots of coaches who have come through our coaching who are male personal trainers, who might even be bodybuilders or physique specialists, and they are in incredible shape, and they work specifically with women, sometimes women over 35, sometimes below, way above, and many in between. That's not the point here. The point is that if you are not able to connect with somebody because you're looking intimidating, that is going to have a massive impact on it. So let's look at a couple of examples here on screen. Right at the top here, we have 2 different things. So we have, first of all, and by the way, the 2 at the top, you'd be forgiven for thinking it's the same person. It's not, unfortunately. It's one of them is me, and one of them is Mr. Olympia, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Okay, so Arnold Schwarzenegger on the right hand side is a bit like the example of the one that I just spoke about that people often get wrong. On the left hand side, this one can still be wrong, even though it's an authority status image. It works really well when it's like the ad image itself and it's really big and it's easy to see the scope of the room and that I'm in front of a large number of clients in a really big, nice open room. It's a great authority image, but it's terrible for that little profile picture because nobody can connect with me because nobody can see my face, okay? So whether you're really zoomed out or you're trying to show off your physique or something is just really intimidating, it could also be that it's not a professional photo, so it's very hard to connect as people can't really see it. Any of these things are poor, okay? Two different versions that work well here that we found. Number one is head and shoulders shot. Head and shoulders shot, smile, little smile, something like that is a little less intimidating is absolutely perfect for this. And the exciting thing about this training, by the way, as well, is if you're already running ads right now, and whether you've got a terrible cost per lead or you've got an incredible cost per lead, this small change right here can actually make such a huge difference. And it's nothing more than going to your Facebook business page right now. You don't have to change anything on your ads. You just go to your Facebook business page right now and change this, and the next people who see your ads 3 minutes from now are going to see this new profile picture at the top. On the right hand side is something that's able to connect with somebody as not being intimidating and being, for instance, like a family man, right? So albeit that, again, this is kind of zoomed out and it's not connecting with people in as deep a meaningful way from like eyes and nose and facial features. What that's doing is somebody can see me with my wife, with my family, with my cat, and all of those things. And again, those things are great for connection. You might have noticed when you share something like that on Instagram or Facebook, it gets higher engagement than anything else. It's because people can connect with you on that level, okay? So I found that works really well, but head and shoulders shot is the easiest one. So just go and replicate that. If you want to cut yourself out, go onto Canva and do so. I might do a quick video showing you how to do that. Put a bright background on the back, like, you know, orange, blue, purple, pink, something like that. Even better if it's brand color, and you put that on the background and it helps you really pop there as well. So it grabs attention in the newsfeed and really pops, and this is an absolute game changer for increasing the ROI of your Facebook ads. Because if you lower the cost per lead, and let's say even you're at break even right now, if you lower the cost per lead and the conversion rates stay the same, now you're in profit. So this raises the profit of your Facebook ads. Number two here is to actually optimize for the right stuff, especially if you've ever worked with an ad agency before or somebody who figured out how to run a Facebook ad, which is one of the easiest things in the world, by the way, when you've done it a couple of times. And now they teach Facebook ads as a profession because they couldn't actually grow their own coaching business. When you've gone through something like that, you might be forgiven to come to me like many people do inside our ads bootcamp and our 90-day Ads and Funnels Mastermind, and they'll say to us, oh, well, I was told that my ads were doing amazing because I was getting like £13 per lead. Or I was told my ads were doing amazing because my cost per click was insane, right? I've literally even been on the receiving end like 10, 11 years ago when I first got into running ads for other businesses, when I'd really successfully ran ads for my own business. And then also I had taken on my first ever client, begrudgingly, by the way, and spent £4,000 on Facebook ads and returned £297,866 of gym membership sales in just 7 weeks. It created a bit of a word of mouth business. One of those word of mouth exchanges was actually an ad agency owner, and they asked me if they could, with their authority status, charge way higher than my prices to have me run ads for some of their really big national clients and international clients. In fact, basically their point of view was, hey, you can actually work in the background, not have to do any client-facing work, and you will pay you more than your current clients are actually paying you because, again, of the scale of the client, etc. Now, the crazy thing is that ad agency actually said to me when I was wanting to do my ad reporting at the end of each week and to tell them what we'd done, and it was really exciting, it's this and it's that and it's whatever, and they said we just want to see impressions and we want to see clicks, volume of clicks and cost per click, so those three things. And I was like, oh well, I've also got the data for how many purchases, cost per purchase, average order value, and overall return on ad spend, and all of these great metrics. They're going to be buzzing with the results. Let's share that as well. And they said no, we only want impressions, volume of clicks, and cost per click. And I said, why? And they said, because it lowers the expectations. That's the things that they get excited about. They're not thinking about, the sales and the profitability and things of that nature. And they just want to know those things. And it's great for us because let's say you're really profitable this week. If they're not profitable the next week, it basically says don't work with us anymore. But if the cost per click is always going to be good because it's not hard to get a good cost per click, then we're always going to retain that client. That was the point of view. And that killed me. So I quickly stepped away from working with that ad agency because they literally just were so misaligned with what I found important. I learned Facebook ads because I had to save my ass with my first business. It was really, really important. We had about 6 months to sell thousands of tickets because we were hundreds of thousands of pounds in debt. And Facebook ads was a way that we could see in black and white, money in versus money out, which allowed us to scale far further than we could ever do with social media and busy work in the background and all the things that many coaches are doing for some reason. I know social media, really important, email marketing, really important. We literally teach those things. But Facebook ads should be a way of generating more leads in 7 days than you can in probably 3 years, right? That's what you can do with Facebook ads that are set up correctly. And indeed, you know how to scale at a very good cost per lead. Okay, if you can get leads at 50 pence or 75 pence or below £1, imagine being able to engage 300 leads for less than $300 instead of how long would it take you to engage 300 leads through busy work and social media. And this one actually, I know I'm sort of going off tangent here, but this is the one that really annoys me is people, well, coaches who say, like it's a badge of honor, I wouldn't pay for Facebook ads. But simultaneously, they spend thousands on setters and, all the things in the background to go and get them leads. But anyway, going off tangent, you have to optimize for the things that are actually getting results, okay? So for instance, when you're looking at your ads dashboard, when your ads are up and running, if for instance, you're getting, a cost per click of like 25 pence, and then another ad set is 50 pence, and another ad set is £2. You'd be forgiven for thinking that you should optimize where the cost per click is the lowest, because that's what most people out there are telling people to do, specifically when they don't know how to get people real results. Whereas what you really want to do is you want to actually optimize for results. So are you looking for leads? Are you looking for sales? And start there with your campaign. And you should only optimize for the result that you're looking for. And what I mean by that is, let's say that for the 25% clicks, there's no leads. But for the £2 clicks, it's a really great audience and it's a really great target demographic, and they're opting in or they're purchasing every time they click. So it's £2 per lead or £2 per purchase. We would optimize there, not for the lowest cost per click. We optimize for the leads, we optimize for the sales. Okay, so look at the most important metric to you on your Facebook ads dashboard that you're really trying to achieve with your Facebook ads, and optimize only for that. Don't optimize for the other vanity metrics, if you will. They're helpful to know what's working and what's not in terms of the ad creative, but they're not scaling your coaching business. Number 3 here is to optimize after the opt-in. So after the opt-in is where all the fun happens in terms of turning a lead into a sale. So if you're running anything like a lead magnet, a 5-day challenge, a live masterclass, any of these things that are like freebies, even if they're live and immersive, but they're freebies and we're getting their name, email address, and very often their phone number, we're giving them something incredible on the other side of it, we still need to convert them into a client. So if we're looking at not just cost per lead here, and the point of this video, increasing the ROI of your Facebook ads, it's extremely important that you're focused upon what happens after the sale. It's why when people come into the 90-day Ads and Funnels Mastermind with us, they often think that they're coming in and, because we say everything's fully templated start to finish, they think that we mean the ad images, the copy, and, the ad setup and all those things. And it is. But let's say they come in for a lead magnet. We give them the funnel in one click so they can just tweak it and make it their own, and we'll give them feedback to optimize it. If there's slides for the lead magnet, we literally give them the slides. If there's a 7-day email sequence afterwards, we give them the 7 emails and get them to fill in the blanks, and then show them how to set it up and connect everything, even if they're a complete technophobe. This is what we have for every single one of our individual systems, and it's really, really important. And so if you want to increase the ROI of your Facebook ads, borderline the most important thing is what happens after the click, what happens after the lead. So don't just think that getting ads right means a successful business. Getting ads means that you can have really low cost per lead. You can have hundreds of leads come into your business every single week, and you can turn your ads on and off like a tap whenever you want to engage hundreds of leads anyway with one of these systems. But if you're really going to make this system work for your business, it's about what happens after the opt-in. And it's a really big part of what we do. It's a really big part of what I obsess about, is optimizing everything after the opt-in for our clients. Okay, number 4 here, as my son gets ready to wake up almost, is when complete, audit. Okay, so once you have completed any of the processes, so let's say a live masterclass, a lead magnet that's been running for 14 days, you've run a 5-day challenge or whatever it may be, please audit. And please look over everything that happened, what worked, what didn't, how many leads did you get, how many, let's say it's a 5-day challenge. We would say, how many leads did you get? What was the cost per lead? How many of the people who opted in requested access to the group and actually came into the challenge? How many people showed up live? How many people took part on action step day 1? How many people requested information after the pitch? How many people signed up? What was the total revenue, and what was the ROI compared to the ad spend? That would be an audit. Okay, and we do that again in the 90-day Ads and Funnels Mastermind at the end of every single part of each individual game plan. Every time they run a 5-day challenge, a lead magnet for 14 days, a live masterclass, we get them to audit. I'll actually throw up on screen here a whole bunch of clients as examples here in terms of free challenge, live masterclass, paid challenge. Every single person here that we work with, every single coach here that we work with has a different system, and they run it because the system is specific to their demographic, their business, their price points. We optimize and choose and cherry pick each individual system for each individual coach that we work with. But see, what's really interesting here is every single coach that you're looking at here didn't just, bring in 19K or 34K or 22K of sales in a single week the first time that they ran one of these systems with us. The other thing to point out here is that they did not settle for good. This looks amazing to most coaches. However, what all of these coaches do incredibly well is as soon as every single one of these are complete, and I mean, for instance, Josh is probably on his 14th masterclass of running with us. At the end of each masterclass, he will go in and he will fill in the audit document and he'll post it inside the group or send it directly to myself, and I'll go through everything and send back any feedback. I literally just did an ad audit for him about 5 minutes before coming on to this right here, because he's got his next masterclass. He ran one last week and he's got his next masterclass kicking off next Thursday. And so the ads are just running and filling up the next one. He gets 300 to 600 people every single time he runs it. And the reason why he's got such incredible ROIs is because he's always auditing. He doesn't settle for good. He's looking for great. And here's the really important takeaway from this. It takes a lot to get something from an idea in your head to the point in which it brings in clients. That's why we simplify the whole process and don't leave any stone unturned. On the other side of that, taking a system that gets, let's say, 10 clients and getting it to become something that gets 30 clients can sometimes be the smallest of changes. That's why we audit. That's why even when somebody doesn't need it fixed, it's not that it's bad. It's not that it needs, tweaked to death. It might have already been super successful. Josh, for instance, he went from yo-yoing between 3K and 6K a month inside his coaching business to within the space of 3 months of working with us, was already doing over 20K a month inside his coaching business and has been super consistent above that ever since as well. The reason that he can do that is because of these audits. He doesn't settle for good. He's looking for great. So audit after every single time that you run anything through Facebook ads, any of these systems that turn clicks into clients. You want to audit it, even if you think it's good. It can always be better. And number 5 here, finally, is follow-up offers. So let's say, for instance, it is a 5-day challenge you ran. It doesn't matter if it's a live masterclass, 5-day challenge, lead magnet, or any of the other 8 systems that we've got. We've got 11. In fact, we just made a new one for one client that came in. We're like, we need to tweak this slightly, so we rebuilt an entire system for him. It's going to be perfect for some people. So we've now got 12, I think. Yeah, well, it is 12. So we've got 12 now. So anyway, what you want to do on the other side of any of these systems is to have follow-up offers. So for instance, if you bring in 300 people into your 5-day challenge, it might have cost you, for instance, $300, right? So £1 per lead, you got 300 leads and it cost you 300. Amazing, right? Big win there on the front end. Let's say that you've got a product that is $1,000, right? And let's say that of the 300, you, inverted commas, only sell 5 people, right? Well, you've spent 300 and you've made 5K for having the tiniest of conversion rates on the other side. Pretty exciting, right? So that's actually really good. However, the really cool thing here is that you've just taken people through know, like, and trust that would take years to build on social media because of the live immersive experience, and you've done it in those 5 days, and now you have them inside a Facebook group. You might have added them as a friend. They might now be following you on social media, and they're inside your email list. So that means that 295 people who have now been through that immersive experience with you, that are now problem aware, solution aware, even probably product and price aware of what it is that you do. This is now an incredible opportunity for follow-ups in the future. For instance, we teach inside the full private coaching. Most people come through the 90-day Ads Funnels Mastermind. We get incredible systems, incredible profitability, and incredible growth in just a 90-day period. No contracts, anything on the other side. And then they jump into the full private coaching, where we continue to optimize and scale ad systems with them. But we also now help them with all of these leads that they've got to convert them further through super spike offers, social media strategies, email strategies, and everything in between. It's really, really important that you now take those 295 leads and you turn many of those into clients as well. Coaches who don't scale quickly look at it like this. For every $300 I spend, I can make 5K on the other side. That's really cool. I'm not going to audit it. I'm not going to change anything. I'm just going to run more of them. That is good, but a little bit amateur, because what you can be doing whilst also optimizing and scaling, so you should be optimizing and scaling the campaign and taking that even further. So instead of spending 300, you spend 600, and instead of 5K, you make 10K. But the other thing, and that could have been another ROI builder here anyway, right? Take that as a bonus. Follow-up offers are incredible because there's no additional ad spend. At that stage, let's say that you take your core product and you do a super spike offer, you reposition it into a one-time opportunity, even if the price point, the duration, the deliverables don't change. But maybe we're going into the new year right now, so you do something along the lines of like a new year kickstart. So you take your core product that's 90 days long and you turn it into the 90-day new year transformation program or something along the lines of that, something that's new and special and exciting, and you share that with them. Well, most coaches are sharing that with just a few hundred or maybe a few thousand people who have followed them for a long period of time, who are totally disengaged, who never see their posts, and they put it out there to those people, maybe even after they've posted, 32 other offers across the last 3 years. And then they wonder why it might fall on deaf ears. Now, if you really want to take things to the next level, this is how everything works together. You fill the pipeline. So you run 1 to 2 5-day challenges per month. As an example, have 300 people come through, 5 people become clients, and you have 10K of new sales each and every month from a very small conversion rate. But then you also have 590 leads that you can now go to with this super spike offer the next month. And remember, this compounds as well. So if you have 600 people joining your email list every single month, then that means at the end of the year, you're going to have 7,200 new people on your email list, which is really exciting, right? And all those people might be following you on social media now and friends with you on Facebook and seeing your social media posts, and everything can just be compounding together, okay? So if you want to increase the ROI of your Facebook ads, it's not just about what happens after the click and after the opt-in. It's even what happens after that 7-day email sequence or the 5-day challenge or the live masterclass has taken place. What are you going to do with those leads? There's so many things that you can do. We've now got 182 individual strategies that we cherry pick from for each coach's individually built custom 6-week game plan every 6 weeks, right? And we're cherry picking these so that they're always using different strategies that always react well with their client database. And if they've got ads and they've got all these things up and running, they have the opportunity to be filling the pipeline continuously with new people who are going to receive these offers or these opportunities to engage, to DM, to inbound, to book a call, and all those great things that generate clients on the other side. Okay, coach, so if you got value from this, then please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and drop a wee comment below for the YouTube algorithm. It helps a lot, and it puts food in my son's belly, as you saw at the start there. So take that little second to hit subscribe, hit like, and drop a comment below. And if you would like to take things to the next level, then the 90-day Ads and Funnels Mastermind is about to come up right now. So I will drop a link below so you can go and find out a bit more about what it's like to work with us intensely across 90 days to install ads that you can literally turn on and off like a tap whenever you want to engage hundreds of new leads into your coaching business. I'll drop the details down below in the description as well. Other than that, team, everybody, I'm going to take my raspy voice away, go and get a glass of water, and then go and change my son and give him a bottle. Other than that, everybody have a great day, and I'll see you on the next episode of The Shoney Show.